What's up, everybody? We're back with another episode. This is City of Vandals podcast. I got my friend, my boy here, Michelangelo. Would you say you're the founder of this?
There's three of us.
There's three founders of the Madhouse.
The builders of the block.
Where are we right now?
So we are at a Portuguese hall that Jeff helped bring this together because one day, like a year before we thought of Madhouse,
Right.
he was like, hey, if you ever want to do a gaming event here, I'm down. Let's do it. And I was like, oh, I didn't think of, I just like kind of brushed it off. I was like, whatever, and so a year passes by. And Atlanta and Dakota.
So Jeff was like basically
Jeff was like, hey, if
the
you
guy
ever,
that started the location, like, okay, you
the
guys
location
can do it
idea
here. Yeah.
Was like, yeah, he was like, if you ever, so I was like, whatever. So nothing came of it. Year goes by, and then Dakota and Atlanta are like, hey, sorry, they're interested in doing something. Mm-hmm. And I was like, where should we do it? And we were just thinking, one of our garages first. Let's just start small.
Right.
Fucking.
Like your garage.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos built Amazon in his garage.
Right.
So we could build that house in our garage.
Anything great comes from someone's garage.
So we were like, let's do it in a garage, whatever. But then a light bulb went off, and I was like, wait, a year ago, Jeff told me if I ever wanted to do a gaming event. So we set up a meeting with Jeff. Mm-hmm. And it was like, okay, let's see. So, we go upstairs, and we all chat for like a couple hours. And we really laid it out for him. Like, he thought it was maybe a one-time event. And we were like, no. We want to do this all the time for years to come.
That'd be sick. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I could see it happening. How long has it been since you first started?
The first Madhouse was like, when was the first Madhouse Atlanta? February 2022?
February when we met.
We met March. Okay, so March. So once we had the meeting and everything, it was funny because Dakota was like, dude, like, Michael, I was the one that said, like, my boy, I think we could do something here. And Dakota's, he's like, I don't know if it's going to go down. Hey, what up, Rex? Good to see you.
So it's almost been 2 years, right?
So, yeah. So March 2022 is when we officially were like, let's open the doors. And we were really like, let's bring a couple, monitors. Mm-hmm. And let's just have some fun. Maybe there's like 4 of us that play, whatever, like, who cares? We don't have any expectation.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. And people showed up. And we were like, hey, but we didn't stream for a long time. So we started March 2022. It slowly grew, every 2 weeks. We were bi-weekly at that point. So every 2 weeks we did it. Boom, 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 boom.
So basically, for people that don't know, like, explain what even is going on here, like, to the people that are just clueless.
To start it off. Okay, They don't know what's happening.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically, we are an event in San Jose. We host fighting game tournaments.
Street
Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
There you go.
The new Tekken's coming out. We'll have that. We'll have any new fighting games that come out. We'll have it. We host tournaments. Usually, locals tournaments, they'll charge you like $10 to get in the door. Mm-hmm. So it's like $5 for the.
What's up?
What's up, Rex? Good
Chris,
to see you.
Nice to meet you.
It's Chris. It's Rex.
Nice to meet you, Rex.
So that's funny. So basically, like, a local will charge you $10, $5 for the venue, mm-hmm. $5 for tournament for you to win. So say like 30 people sign up, mm-hmm. each pays $5 for the pot. What we do is we don't even charge for the venue. We throw all the $10 into the pot. Mm-hmm. So sometimes like 30 people will sign up. That's $300.
Damn.
Like, but we split it first, second, third. Mm-hmm. Percentages.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we basically are a fighting game event community that we do tournaments every Thursday, sometimes Saturday.
It's definitely a community. I've seen people come all the way from Sacramento. I mean, who's the farthest that comes all the way
we've had Modesto, Sacramento. We've had Salinas.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, and Las Vegas. We've had Vegas.
Wow.
His homie from Vegas.
And you guys don't only just do this here, right? Didn't you guys like started going to Oakland recently and started doing more?
So we're helping Oakland now because they had the dream that we did, but we got so many setups now. Yeah. Like, I wish you could like pan your camera.
Actually, no, I did before.
Oh, okay, great.
I'll show how much
you could show all the videos.
There's like, I don't know, man. There's like, what, 20 monitors?
Yeah, there's a lot of monitors.
How many PS5s and shit? Like,
Yeah, there's
And they're
like,
all like what, 600 a piece?
yeah, put us on blast. Next Madhouse, there's gonna be someone robbing.
Put us on blast.
No.
Damn it.
But yeah, basically, yeah, we have just a bunch of PS5s. We got these PS5s when it was hard to still get a PS5.
Yeah, you guys need
know?
security now. That's when
Yeah,
I
but
come
we
in.
have a bunch of people in here. It's fun. We tie them up too. We have the locks and everything.
No, yeah, for sure. No, that's
But yeah,
crazy.
basically, we started in March, and then eventually we were like, we need a stream because that's how we're gonna get our voice out there more, right?
Right.
And we had so many people that watch our stream. That's like, whoa, this is in San Jose, and then they come. So that's more people. So it's
Yeah.
it's awesome.
So how do they get a hold of you guys? Like basically through social media?
social
or?
media. Everything is Bay Area Madhouse.
Bay Area
so
Madhouse.
Twitter, Discord, Instagram, Bay Area Madhouse, all one word.
Okay, and you can go and see like clips of
Clips
the
of
Madhouse
us, and
how
what
it
we're
is up in
doing.
here. So it started up in the bar.
So it started in the bar, which is like the max capacity. I think is like 100 and something people.
No
up
way.
There. I think
Maybe
it's around
maybe
that.
less.
Maybe less.
Maybe
than that.
half than that.
Because we got where there was so many people for events that it was like shoulder to shoulder.
Oh damn.
So eventually we were like, the plan was we need to come downstairs.
yeah, down here is like
And that's-
150 people max or some shit like that.
I can't believe we made it this far.
No,
Like,
yeah, honestly, it's looking really good.
And it was fast. Things just happened fast. And like the amount of support and how many setups we have. And like we've taken this to like San Francisco, Oakland, where like they need help because they're running low on equipment. So,
okay, so that's what you mean by they need help. They just need some.
yeah,
like,
the help is
assistance
just
on that.
equipment. They don't have enough PlayStations or monitors and stuff. And we have one of the highest quality streams where they like us to stream for them and stuff. So,
Okay, dude,
we
dope.
were in Fresno a couple weeks ago at Cartridge Cartel. It's a gaming store, like a mom and pop joint.
Yeah.
But dude, yeah, it's so fun to just be around the community of fighting game players.
So explain. Well, let's talk a little bit about you. You're Mexican Portuguese from San Jose, born and raised, right?
Yep.
You're a gamer, but you're not also a gamer. For people that don't know, you're a professor,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Basically
You're
at
at San Jose State.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that was like one of my biggest accomplishments. That wasn't even my accomplishment. It's like my friend is a fucking teacher at SJSU. That's sick.
Been coaching over there.
No, so you're basically it's what it is a coach. You're
I'm a coach.
coaching
yeah. Coaching,
kids to.
at video games.
for
Dude,
video
there's
games.
a class for video games.
I
now.
didn't even know that before it even happened.
Man,
like,
I
before-
sometimes I feel I was born too early. 'Cause I would have loved to be part of those classes,
Yeah.
But I'm teaching it, so hey.
you would have gone to college.
Yeah, I would have if there was that program.
No, that's dope as fuck. So, born and raised out here. Tell us a little bit more about yourself, like the gaming side of you.
So, man,
I remember the story
Yeah,
because we
yeah.
have another podcast. It's on Port to Cali TV.
Yep.
Go check that out. It's
Yep. I talked about
pretty much
my-
everything about you.
Yeah, the
It's-
gaming side.
But yeah, I mean, you can tell
Little
these guys a
history?
little history about yourself.
Loved MK. I quit my job one day back in 2010 and saved enough money where I was like, I'm just gonna travel and live the dream, play video games. And
Yeah.
it's obviously back then, 2010, it sounds like
What the
this
hell are you
guy's an
doing?
idiot. What
No,
is he
yeah.
doing?
Right.
But I did it, and I didn't stop. I was consistent with it, and I was like, I wasn't someone that just oh, I'm just gonna quit, but not followed through with why I quit. I really took it serious. I took planes.
And
to
shout out
events.
your uncle. He
My
took
uncle,
you to your
yeah.
first tournament,
He took
right?
me to my first tournament.
Yep,
So
I remember that.
because he knew how much I loved playing video games
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
So
That's dope, man.
and yeah, I did so good. Got sponsored. I eventually worked for Warner Brothers, which was insane. Got to test out video games before they came out.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, the history, man. It's been wild. And then eventually got to work at San Jose State.
Yeah.
Coach, professor.
Everything works out for a reason, man.
Dude, I just feel like if you keep following what you really feel makes you happy, you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
as
You don't
long
need
as-
a dead end job to be
No, if you're not-
successful.
yeah.
You don't want to just be stuck at doing something you don't
yeah,
want to do.
don't be stuck for sure.
So you're definitely a figure of that. You show.
Yeah,
I can do it.
I know people that when they were calling me crazy, I knew that they're afraid to take that risk.
Yeah.
They're like, no, because I need to pay my bills, this and that. So you get stuck in this thing, and me, I was like, man, I don't care
It's dope.
if
'cause-
I end up just fucked. You
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
I didn't. It wasn't scary to me.
Uh-huh.
So I went in full blast, and now we're here. Now we run a, you know, besides the school thing that I'm doing, we run this event and we help out all of Bay Area, Oakland, San Francisco, and
It just
San
blew
Jose.
up.
It
Yeah,
just-
man.
Yeah,
Especially San Jose, yeah, because a lot of people just come here.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
all
They
the way
I can't
from-
believe people are coming from Salinas and
Yeah,
you
dude.
know,
So about your tournaments and stuff that you won,
yeah.
can you name like some big accomplishments
So
of that?
the ones that I have won, NorCal Regionals back in the day. That was a big one. That was the biggest NorCal tournament back in the day. They were a 1 year kind of tournament. I beat famous players there like Justin Wong, Alex Vai. These are big names. If you know the fighting game community, these are like the you know, Muhammad Ali, the freaking, you know,
Shout them out
Magic
again.
Johnson.
Who was it again?
Justin Wong, Alex Vai, like there's been so many that I've played and like they've beaten me, I've beaten them, and just made good friends with and everything. And I really got to see like, damn, you know, some people think it's so impossible, their vision, right?
Yeah.
To like do it, but I came to realize like, damn, these people I've put on a pedestal, like I can never beat them. But you know, it happened, and I did, and it was a great thing. So NorCal Regionals,
It was like Mortal Kombat.
it was
and stuff,
Mortal
right?
Kombat. It was back in like 2011.
Damn.
Also, freaking LA. I went to LA. I won that one. And then the biggest one was probably in the East Coast.
How old were you back in 2011?
23.
Okay.
23 years old. I'm
Nice.
35 now.
Damn.
The biggest one was probably the East Coast. It was East Coast Throwdown in 2011, and it was because people on the East Coast were saying they're better at Mortal Kombat than people in the West Coast. That's why I'm winning the West Coast tournaments, is because they're like, well, you know, there's not that many good players. So I said, okay, fuck that. So I went to East Coast, and I won.
Nice.
And that's that. Because at that point, when I won 2 tournaments in a row in the West Coast, I even had doubt. I was like, well, they might be right. You
Might
know?
be right. It's only the West Coast. I'm good.
Yeah.
The
So
East Coast is probably better. No,
Yep.
you went out there and you fucking showed
and
them.
when I went to East Coast, the moment I won,
That's sick.
it was such a high.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like in New York at the time, and I was just like, damn, I'm the best in the world. Like, you know, it was a fun. It was just
Because it
crazy.
was the world.
Yeah. Because America, for Mortal Kombat, America is known as the best for Mortal
Wow.
Kombat. Like Japan is the best in Street Fighter. Korea has Tekken, right?
Yeah.
Mexico is King of Fighters. So
Damn, I didn't know all this history. Holy shit.
every like country has they specialize in a fighting game, and
That's
America
crazy.
is known as the dominating force of Mortal Kombat.
Wow.
You know, it was made in America. You know,
Damn, dude, that's sick as fuck.
but people do come from like you know, Europe and stuff to challenge us and
Right,
everything.
right. So how'd you meet these two guys?
So I met Atlanta a long time ago. One time he did a local at Eastridge. He was working for this place called Wall Bounce. I don't know if you remember it, but it was in 2012 they had a place called Wall Bounce. It was like a fun city, right? Like a bounce city kind of thing, you know.
Oh, damn.
So he worked there, but he's like, hey, like after hours, I'm gonna host a tournament like this. It was smaller, but like, hey, he did it, and I showed up.
Yeah,
and he was like, oh, so that's how I got to know him. We stayed friends ever since then. And then Dakota,
So you've known him since 2012?
2012
Wow.
is when I met Atlanta. Dakota,
No, yeah, it's been 10 years.
yeah,
Wow.
damn, yeah, it's
11.
crazy, just about, yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, and then I was at a GameStop tournament, and I met Dakota. That was 2019.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, we hit it off, and us three, we just were like, we have strengths in different areas that we could help each other grow something, and we're all passionate about this. You know,
Yeah.
we want players to just
Do you think you could have done it on your own?
nah.
No, these
I don't
guys
think so.
definitely.
Yeah, I think
he helped you, and then you helped him.
we all
and
help
you guys
each other.
literally made it.
They're the technical side, all the
What you
cameras,
see here,
what
yeah.
you see, the cameras.
He
the
knows his shit about the
headsets,
mics,
like
the-
all this stuff
Yeah.
is not me. You know, that's not my forte, but it's theirs. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
I do the commentary. I bring the people. You know, the
Yeah.
hype, all that stuff, the knowledge
Yeah,
of fighting
yeah.
and games and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And you taught my cousin Nick Tavares
Nick
how to play.
Tavares, dude. Shout out to Nick, man.
We
Like,
always shout out Nick.
yeah, we always have to shout out Nick.
I hope he shows up tonight. That'd be hella sick.
He usually shows up all the time.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
That's sick.
I'm happy. It took him a while to show up, but he eventually did.
Yeah.
He'd be on stream seeing it, so he's like, I'll go.
Yeah, man. Even my cousin, his brother Mike showed up one time, checked it out.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's cool, man.
I'm glad people are starting to hear about it.
Yeah, it's growing more and more. That's why I wanted to show up and check this place out because, I mean, it's blown up so much, but still, I feel like more people need to hear about it. People that aren't even gamers will probably be like, "What the hell is that? Oh, that's dope." You know, at least check this video out.
And it's a bar. Like you could come.
And yeah, it's a bar. You get drunk upstairs and come down and play some video games.
Yeah, so it's all fun, and we love our competition and just the community, you know.
Yeah. We're here at the UP Hall. So shout out to UP. Thank you for having us over here and everything.
Yeah, we're so grateful for them because the reason we were able to just put the money into the winnings is because they don't charge us to host this, you know. So
that's very sick.
We put all our money into the equipment.
Yeah.
So
to keep it going and
yes,
going. Dude, that's
keep the
smart.
machine running.
It's very cool for them to be doing
and
that.
And to be honest, I believe we are the biggest local in the Bay Area now.
Yeah.
There was doubts at first. I was like, damn, we first have to get to like this level because there's others out there. And it slowly got us to where people didn't believe in us. They were like, who are they, whatever. But now people are coming to us like damn. So I could confidently say that without being biased or anything is I believe Madhouse is the biggest local in the Bay Area right now. Like if you're looking to make some money competing in fighting games, our local is going to provide the biggest competition, biggest pot bonuses, stuff like that. So yeah, it's been
That's
great.
fucking sick, dude. Yeah, shout out Madhouse, man.
Hell yeah. Did you want to?
We're here with Michelangelo, bro. Thank you so much for filling us in on this shit and hosting this. And you're
Hell
fucking
yeah.
awesome. My bike partner. We're biking everywhere.
I know, yeah. We bike all the time.
Let's plan the SF trip
We
soon.
still need to do SF.
We're trying to go from San Jose to SF, so this
Yeah.
is going to be kind of hard. Take the BART home or some shit, right?
yeah, of course.
I'm going to fucking pull a hammy or something. And then, people are probably wondering, so how do you get the belt? Basically, you win the tournament,
the Madhouse
right?
belt, you could win the tournament. That's how you take a picture with it. Also, we have exhibitions here. So, like, we have ranking system where, like, you could be first place, right? You have the belt. Someone could just walk in and be like, you know, I want a challenge for that. You know, so and we stream it. We have a good time, you know. We're on YouTube, just Bay Area Madhouse, all our social media.
Yeah, if you don't have time, you think you're not going to be able to show up, hit the YouTube, check out the Instagram, you know, and you'll be able to see what goes on here.
A lot of good stuff.
Because you guys are pretty funny, too. It's not just, it's entertainment. It's not just guys playing video games. Like,
We have some good
it's actually,
stuff.
like, funny. There's some scenes and
we edit
cuts and shorts.
some moments of, like, we call it banter, where Dakota does the editing, where it's like, you know, it just shows the crazy, hype, fun moments on our YouTube. So just watch that, you know?
Okay. Dope, dude.
And if you like it, hey, if you're like, it's free to get in. It's free to get in. And you could play. You could play and just play for free against good players. The only time it's going to cost you is if you want to enter the tournament. $10.
$10.
And then you have a chance. People, on average, win like $200 that night. You know, so it's like, hey,
That's like That's like two gallons of gas.
yeah. There's a guy that
Like,
comes
come
in
on.
here. He's super good.
Yeah.
He's won like 7 times here.
Uh-huh.
So just 200 times 7. Like
Yeah.
that's if we weren't around, that's money he wouldn't have won here. You know.
Damn.
So it's like awesome.
So if you win the pot and there's like 30 people in there,
That's $300, but we split it 70%, 20%, 10%.
so
So
first,
first
second,
is
third.
70, which is the
Boom.
biggest, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you got 20% for second, 10% for third.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
it's a fun
Honestly, I
time.
didn't know that you can win money here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always the sign-ups.
Leave
it's
money
$10
in your
and-
pocket. Yeah, dude, that's sick. So
Shit.
if you have any gaming experience, come pull up, guys. Check this place out, you know?
Hell
It's
yeah.
all fighting games, but that's definitely big competition here since there's money on the line, right?
Yeah.
Everything's good with money.
Yeah. Great players have came from all around NorCal.
So when can they come through? It's
So
Thursday today.
It's
so
Thursdays usually.
Yeah.
If they really want to know a lot of information, we're always posting on our social media. But just to keep up to date, just follow our social media,
Yeah.
and we'll say like a day before, we'll be like, hey, we're doing a tournament this day.
Hell yeah,
this
dude.
time, so
Sweet.
there you go.
Well, dude, thank you so much. I'm gonna get these
Thank
guys
you.
in on
Yeah,
here, brother.
so who do you
Appreciate
want
you.
next? Atlanta?
Atlanta. Let's do Atlanta.
Atlanta!
What's up, brother? It's Chris. Nice to meet you again, man.
Always good.
See you again and everything. What are we doing here?
Well, we're running Madhouse.
This is Madhouse, huh?
Yeah, we do this on a weekly basis now at this point, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, it used to be every 2 weeks from what I was hearing from Michael, right?
Yeah, no, that's right. We just started easing into it. And honestly, we just ran OTG also on Tuesday. They got a pretty cool crew out there in Oakland.
It's in Oakland, okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
we're kind of bouncing around on the map.
Yeah.
I think November 10th is going to be our bigger one, too. It's
Yeah.
going to be an SF at the Foundry. Mm-hmm. Love working with those guys. They're pretty cool, actually.
So would you guys say, like, you guys are pretty much the biggest gaming entertainment type of establishment pretty much in the Bay Area right now?
I think there's people who hold that title, but, we're going to push towards it.
Getting up there, man. Getting up there.
We do want to get up there, but right now there's some pretty cool companies out there, like one of the bigger ones. Like
Shout them out. Yeah.
Oh,
who?
yeah. Tenno Media does, like, amazing work. Like, I've seen them grow from, like, just, 2 people running around to, like, what they are now. I mean, I think they had a previous name. I think it was I Play Winner.
Okay.
I mean, it could be wrong on the history, but Tenno Media came out of nowhere, and I see their email address when I bought some merch from them. It said iplaywinner.com. I'm like, I did not know,
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
That's sick, dude. That's sick. So, dude, like, for people that don't know, like, how did you start getting into gaming? How did you, like, tell us a little bit about your background and where are you from? And just, like, let's start from the beginning with you. Like,
oh, shoot. Honestly, like, gaming-wise, I grew up with tons of cyber cafes as a kid. So, I walked in, started playing Counter-Strike 1.5. And
cyber cafes. So these are legit, like, these are cafes where you can pull up and play video games and stuff like that?
So it was all PC gaming back then. So, like,
okay.
like, it's not like what we have today where there's, like, consoles on the side or, like, a Nintendo Switch and a bar kind of deal.
Uh-huh.
So it was definitely a different vibe back then. And,
It's the beginning of the future right there.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
how it is now. Basically, like I showed everybody, there's PS5s everywhere. You guys are playing really high quality, on really good monitors and everything. It's fucking sick, dude. Like, you guys are definitely doing it. So to go from, like, cafes to having your own spot, it's pretty interesting, right?
Yeah, actually, it's pretty nuts because, originally I bumped into someone years ago at Levix. He was actually running video game tournaments upstairs of Levix in downtown San Jose, right across from San Jose State.
What? I didn't
Yeah.
hear about what the hell? I never heard that.
That whole thing was called Orange Sauce Casuals.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the funniest thing ever. And I actually arrived on the last day of the tournament.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's
That's
just
cool.
like, I'm like, dude, I can't wait to come to the next one. He's like, oh, this is the last one. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I can't do this anymore here. I'm like, oh, shit. So
Damn.
I just told the guy, I'm like, I have a venue we could run this at.
Yeah.
So he's just like, what? And apparently he had, like, history before where people said they could run it at their venue, and then, like, they never came through. So he popped up at, like, a place called Bounce City. It used to be in Eastridge Mall. Like, that was a pretty fun spot.
That's where Dakota used to work?
No, Dakota used to work in Champs and GNC.
Oh.
Yeah, that's where his sales background
Champs
kicks
and
in.
Okay.
So we met over there, but Bounce City was a jumper house with an arcade.
I see.
And funny enough, it was kind of like a weird experience running a tournament in the back of, like, a jump house place. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff happened during that time. I lost the venue because apparently someone told security that I allowed him to smoke weed in the hallways.
And you're like, no, I didn't. What the hell?
It did not work out. I tried to fight against security, but they, like, named me fully.
Do you smoke weed? Here and there?
Here and there.
That's cool.
It's been a while, but...
Dude, I smoked weed for like 12 years.
Oh, shit.
And then I stopped recently, and now if I take a hit, I'll be just zooted. I'll be out of my mind.
Oh, nice.
Like,
One-hit
what
wonder?
is this? Like, it doesn't even feel like it's weed. It's crazy. Yeah, but it's good to get off of it, dude. I was smoking so much. Like, me and Michael used to just bike all around, and I'll be like, hold on. And we're literally biking. I'm like, I'm going to take a hit real quick, like, let me smoke this joint. And he's just, like, waiting, biking around and shit. It was bad. So I'm glad to be, like, giving my damn lungs a break, So where are you born? Born and raised where? Where are you from?
Funny enough, I was born in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was actually...
That's why that's your nickname.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
that's my actual name.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I thought it was a nickname. That's
No.
sick. Okay, so Atlanta from Atlanta.
Yeah.
What's up? That's
But,
sick.
I was raised over in San Jose, so
Okay,
I still
okay.
consider myself a San Jose kid.
When did you come over here to San Jose?
Roughly when I was like 5 years old, and I grew
Okay.
up on Story Road when there was a thrift shop and the Walmart wasn't open yet.
Okay, so
Yeah.
down there
Yeah.
a bit. kind of by 101. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know that area really well. Yeah, dude. That's cool.
spot.
That's
Yeah.
cool, dude.
A lot scarier back then. Now it's it's whatever.
It's eased up a little bit. Yeah, it's still San Jose has its areas, man. You know, you just need to know how to get around. It's not as bad as people think, dude. You know,
He doesn't mess with anybody.
everybody's scared of the east side and shit. It's like, nah, man, come on. It's super chill, honestly.
Nah,
Just don't try and find trouble, then you'll find trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. No, I
It's
grew
just
up
like
on the
anywhere
east
else. Yeah.
side. Yeah.
So that's cool, man. So that's how you met Dakota, and then how did you get in touch with Michael?
Funny enough, he came to my local, actually, inside of Eastridge at Bound City.
So he pulled up over there. Okay.
Yeah, and I was honestly scared of the guy when I first met him. I'm
Why?
Like, I don't know. He had a neck tattoo, and he was like frightened me.
Michael's neck tattoo. You're scary, dude.
I mean, I was honest, and then turns out he's super friendly. I'm like, this is awesome.
I know, dude. He's gonna touch that up soon. I was telling him you got to get something else on the other side now, so you can really freak him out. No, that's dope, dude. Yeah, all the girls love him because of that damn neck tattoo. I was jealous when he got it.
We were in Vegas, and he was getting a lot of compliments.
Of course.
We're in a McDonald's right now.
Can you leave him alone? Shit. So basically, the Madhouse, he kind of summed it up on how this place started and where we're at now. But is there anything that you can fill us in on, like your exact roles for Madhouse? Like, what do you specialize in for this place?
For me, honestly, it's just taking care of buffing out all the corners. I would say everyone brings something special to it, and honestly, we all agreed that if one of us leaves, everything will just start falling apart because everyone has a role to play. I'm kind of the person who tries to fill in all the gaps, try to ensure that everyone who works with us is happy. Just making it so everything just works.
Do you do any of the social media stuff, or
I do actually. So I try to do my best on there. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but whatever, trying.
you make shorts and reels and?
I do a few commercials here and there. Unfortunately, had a little accident, so I had to stop for a little bit, but I'll be back.
Oh, okay. So basically, damn, yeah. So those shorts, they go and show people on how it really is here. So, and the social media really lets people know when you guys are active and stuff. So it's pretty much every Thursday now over here, huh?
Exactly, and we try to do our best. Sometimes, this hall is taken, so we go over to Fremont or one of our other venues, whatever we have. We established some pretty good partnerships. Shout outs to Cartridge Cartel. They're pretty cool. Fremont.
Okay, Cartridge Cartel. That's cool.
Yeah.
Anything crazy happened in the Madhouse? Anything really mad?
The police showed up once because they thought there was someone getting murdered here.
Really? Because of all the screaming and
Yeah, all the
shit?
screaming. So they came upstairs and they started laughing.
They literally walked up?
Yeah, they walked up because they were down there at the corner because they couldn't come in just yet.
Oh, was the sound up high, or why did they think people were getting murdered here?
We had the window open and matches were getting
from the
hyped.
street. Okay,
Yeah.
so if people don't know, there's a bar upstairs. That's where it started, basically, and it's the window is literally right there to the Santa Clara Street.
Yeah.
And I can see that. I can see that being a
pedestrian
thing.
was just like, oh my god, those people are being attacked in there.
Oh my
And I'm just
God!
like, oh,
So somebody called the cops.
Yeah. Which
the hell?
I think that's a badge of honor right there.
Yeah, that's pretty hella funny,
And the
dude.
guys thought it was really funny, so I think it's hilarious.
So now the police know what this place is.
Yeah, I actually been pulled over with all my PlayStation 5s. They're like, where are you coming from? Hosting a video game tournament? And they're just like, all right, you can go.
Yeah, that's a good one. You didn't steal these, right? Damn, yeah, dude. There's how many PS5s up in here? There's a lot, dude.
We hit 12 a while back.
How long did it take to get all these up in here?
Shoot. So I had to source them during the pandemic, which is when we originally started. That was a lot harder because everyone was buying everything because you're bored at home.
What do you specialize in? I understand this is a Mortal Kombat spot, pretty much, right? You guys play mostly Mortal Kombat here, or
I would say we're Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat.
Street
right?
Fighter? Okay. So who do you like to fight with? Who's your go-to?
Shoot, right now I'm just kind of between characters and MK1. People told me to play Raiden, so I'm like, all right. And I've been doing all right with Raiden, actually. Surprisingly, I took second at OTG recently, so I was like, okay, cool. Small bracket, but they're all killers in there.
Have you ever what's it called? Ever been in any gaming tournaments yourself? Have you gone out and placed or whatever? And
like I would say like I did well in like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 back in the day. This was like a 360 tournament at a place called Play and Trade. Funny enough,
dope.
we had a crew called Rice and Beans. It was just Mexican and Asian people playing
Oh
together.
my god. Shout out Rice and Beans.
It was a pretty
That's
cool
tight. Okay.
We did pretty good actually, and then I did play in like Halo 2 tournaments back in the day. Like I just went with my friend to SF. Like he wanted to play, ended up getting further than him, so I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, shout out my boy Max. I used to play Halo over at his house all the time, man. That was fun times, dude. Shit.
I love
On the
Halo.
first Xbox, too. That shit was dope, dude. Yeah. That was a long time ago. God, old man now. No, that's dope, dude. So like, where do you guys see yourself in about 5 years? It's only been it's been like 2 years since you guys started, right? Almost 2.
Yeah, we're getting close to the two.
Almost
I think we're
two.
like a year and a half basically.
At the 5-year mark, where do you guys see yourself? Do you guys see yourself still here in this hall, or do you guys have any plans of like trying to get your own venue? You know?
To be honest, I'd love to stick around in this hall. This hall is just a great venue to go.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, the train's gonna be built all the way over here too as well. So that's gonna be.
So like at a time, like what's the capacity you thinking tonight? How many people are thinking you're gonna show up tonight?
Honestly, we usually hit like about 25 plus easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it really just depends on the night because sometimes people come home from work, they're tired, and I get it. Life. We're on a Thursday. It's kind of hard, right? It's also College Friday, which is always cool. We do have a few college students come out here. Just to
That's
play.
cool. Explain what the logo means. What is all those? Oh,
yeah.
that's a gamer controller.
Yeah, it's an arcade stick.
It's an arcade stick.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so,
okay.
and, of course, you got M for Michelangelo, the A for me, Atlanta, and then the D for Dakota.
I did not know that's
Yeah.
an acronym. Dude,
Yeah, it's
stop.
an acronym. Yeah, no, and this, it's a house, madhouse, boom, just like that.
What the fuck? Guys, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's dope as fuck.
It just worked out, because, like...
I thought it was just called Bad House because it was, like, a cool name. Like, damn,
It is a
bro.
pretty cool name. Also, it's a cool name of an anime studio, too.
Okay,
Yeah, they made One Punch Man and all that stuff.
okay.
Yeah, I don't
Dude.
know. I'm super into that.
I don't know too much of this stuff.
No, you're good, you're good.
I'm just
like,
here.
into pop culture like crazy.
That's sick, dude. Hell yeah, man. Well, dude, I appreciate you coming on and stuff, dude. And
I appreciate you having me.
we'll talk to Dakota here in a second, man. Thank you again, brother.
For everything.
What's good? We're here with Dakota. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on your
Of
show.
course, dude. I just found out that that's an acronym. It's Michael, Alana, and Dakota.
Absolutely.
That's nuts. I didn't even know that.
What's funny is
I just found that out.
It was supposed to be a joke. So a long time ago, hey, I had just dropped out of college. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life, and I wanted to start a gym. And I was a very, very big fan of this gym that they have on the East Coast called Powerhouse. And I was like, I'm going to make it Madhouse, right? I'm going to put my own spin on it. And
okay.
So, I never ended up starting the gym. I started working with these guys, and I said, hey, man, like, what are we going to call it? And he were like, the dojo. And I was like, the crucible. And I was like, that was my idea. I was like, I can't spell that, dude. It's not going to happen. So then jokingly, I realized, like, our name spelled out M-A-D.
Mad.
And I was like, we'll call it Madhouse. And then Michelangelo was like, yeah, let's go and let's do it. And this little offhanded comment is now our identity.
That's crazy, bro. And
So
you guys,
here we are.
who did you guys' hats and stuff, dude? You
It
got
was
all the gear and
actually-
stuff.
Yeah. It was a friend of ours who, mutual friend who showed up to one of our earlier events.
Okay.
His name is Justin. But yeah, he pretty much he did our initial logo where.
Oh, so he's the one that he was mentioning before. So he did the belt and then he did the hat and stuff too, or no?
Oh no, like the merch and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah.
No, this is another mutual friend. I was
Okay.
talking about just like
Just the design.
itself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
Justin
yeah.
did our design where I really wanted it to be like, hey, how can we have something where you just see the symbol on its own, kind of like Batman. When you see the Batman logo, what does it represent?
Mm-hmm.
Justice, right? Like those two things are synonymous. So I wanted us to have a very similar sort of concept where it's like Madhouse, you're automatically connecting it to like a fight stick or fighting games, and that's
Mm-hmm.
kind of where the buttons come into play. This is a variation of our logo because it looks really, really good on the hat. But,
Yeah, it is. It's
but
tight.
yeah,
It's tight.
Justin does all our work for us in terms of our design, and we wanted to keep it local and grassroots. So that's one of the reasons why we went with him. And
That's
then
sick.
even the person who produces our merch, right here on the east side of San Jose, another thing where grassroots, local, as much, just trying to keep all the business in the East Side, right?
In the East Side, yeah,
I really
or
like
just
that a
in
lot.
San Jose in general, dude.
100%. Yeah.
So are you born and raised out here?
I was born here, so my house is like near like King and Story. I
Okay.
pretty much grew up there, went first grade, and then after that started moving around, Tracy, and then pretty much finished up high school in Livermore.
Okay.
As soon as high school ended, got out, came right back to San Jose, and I wouldn't be anywhere else.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah.
You've always been into fighting games and stuff?
Funny enough, no. Like, I grew up with tons of fighting games because it was just me and my brother, and we had our PS1, and my parents were just like, oh, like, here, fighting games, they'll just let them, fight it out or whatever. And
Instead of actually hitting each other?
Yeah, but it was funny. I didn't really get into fighting games until like almost after high school, where I had so many friends that were into Street Fighter 4. I wanted to, feel what they were feeling in terms of like this level of competition. And I didn't really like Street Fighter. I liked Mortal Kombat. So MKX was like my first fighting game. So like 2015. Damn. And then I didn't even play in person with anybody until Mortal Kombat 11. So 2017 or 2019 or whatever it was.
So how did you meet Alana and Michael?
So I actually met Atlanta at the gym.
So you met him at the gym. Okay, that's what you were saying. Okay.
It was funny. So I used to work at GNC, and they would, a lot of the GameStop people and everybody from the mall would essentially go to GNC, buy tons of energy drinks, and like, hey, Dakota, what's the best pre-workout? What's the whatever? And they would always ask us. And we always had like lots of crazy stuff that really hype everybody up. All the GameStop people, like, we would all go to the gym, pretty much the entire mall. Like after everything was closed up, so around 10 o'clock, you went to 24-hour fitness at the Eastridge Mall. You saw everybody. I would see Atlanta every day. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? And just every day. And he finally told me about a Mortal Kombat tournament. He showed up. I whooped his ass. It was cool. It wasn't his game, though. It wasn't his game. And after that, I was like, man, this guy's like down, right? Like this guy, he's a cool cat. I never had any bad thing to say about Atlanta not once.
No, for sure.
And it just
definitely cool guys, dude. Yeah,
absolutely.
You guys are all dope. Good people.
So Atlanta told me, hey, Michelangelo's local to me. I had never met him until the launch of Mortal Kombat 11.
Okay.
And then I was just super, hey man, I'll drive you wherever you want. Let's just go. Let's just play. Let's just whatever. Anything Mortal Kombat involved. We lost, basically after COVID, we lost connection. I met up with these guys at another tournament pretty much towards the very end of COVID. It was like, I want to say it was around December 2019.
Oh, wow. Okay,
and I just asked them like, hey, I want to be more involved. It ended up being where they said, hey, let's start our own thing. We had a meeting late February, and our first event was March 31st, 2022.
Damn. So like basically, what are you the genius of here? Like what do you do?
So originally when I was brought on, I said, hey, I want to focus on production. So all these computers, all the microphone selections, all the software selections, that's all entirely me. Picking out the cameras. I buy most of this stuff just because it's like my passion.
Yeah.
And
you're getting me to buy new mics and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I need new mics. I already know.
No, you can get away with you can do so much with so little. But in my mind, I'm also like, I'm just crazy, so I'm like, no, I just want to buy like some
good
not
shit.
Even like crazy stuff. Like these microphones right here are like $100, but the microphones I were eyeing were like $250 a piece, and I was like, cool, I need like 8 of them.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what are you gonna do with that? But,
yeah. How you gonna get that?
But no, that was like originally that was my thing. I wanted to be the man in the computer, in the chair, and helping everybody out, running all the cool transitions, making these cool highlights, and editing and all that stuff after.
So you're the one that behind all the shorts and reels and shit on Instagram, or you have a friend you said that does a little bit of it too?
I do the VODs. We have another friend named Hamster, or his
Shout out
Twitch
Hamster.
name, Gus,
Cool.
Gus the Pug. He does all our shorts content.
Okay.
He's really good at that stuff. He's pretty diligent, and we really appreciate him.
That's sick.
But funny enough, I'm not even the guy now who like runs the computer and everything. I'm the guy now that runs the bracket.
Oh yeah.
Because it got to the point where I was just like, I kept telling Atlanta, I was like, I need you to raise your voice. I need you to be louder, project, speak from your diaphragm.
That's dope.
I don't know, people just listen to me, so when I yell, it just shit happens. So here we
That's
are.
sick, dude. That's sick. Dude, anything crazy happen here? Like, what's like the nuttiest shit that you've seen here?
It's actually, so we had the idea of like, hey, we're gonna be Madhouse, but it was kind of how we got our colors, the red and blue. It was one of our very first events. we were having we were still upstairs, we were still at the bar, we were having a crazy match, and everybody started getting all rowdy, everybody started screaming, and it was like cool, it was a really good time, we were all really excited, and then not even 30 minutes later, even probably less than that, the cops showed up.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that. He thought someone was getting murdered here.
The cops rolled up, and the guy was like, yo, is everything good? Like, what's the deal? And dude, the cops were here. I didn't even realize because I'm like with my head down in the computer. I'm like still like doing that thing.
You're just like, huh?
And then I turn around. They're like, yeah, the cops. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're gone. I'm like, they were here, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so because of that red and blue, like the flashing lights or whatever, we're like, bro, let's just make our.
Oh, so there's a story behind the red and blue.
Yeah, 100%. It wasn't like we're just like, okay, let's just pick like 2 obscure colors or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Damn, dude. There's so much more that I did not even know. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of wild how when I first started this thing, really my intention was just like, hey, I just want a high production value, kind of local. Like I want to make like the best content possible out of like fighting games because I think a lot of these players are so talented, they need to be highlighted. And that was just like my initial thing. And now it's like, no, there's like a story behind everything. Like, remember this or remember that or hey, why we do this and that is because X, Y, and Z. I don't know. It's really cool how much of this place has like a story behind it.
Yeah. It's not just playing video games. You guys have a whole community here, and then there's actually like shit going down, or it's like
it's a full
there's cool. Yeah, it's really a culture. That's sick, dude. And where do you guys see yourself just staying here at this hall, or do you want to like?
The thing is, obviously, I want to grow Madhouse as big as what it possibly can be, but I've expressed to everybody in the band and everybody, a lot of people in the Portuguese community, that if we can stay at this venue as long as possible, and even if we get big enough where, hey, we're able to rent out San Jose Convention Center, we're able to rent out, go international, start running events in, different states and different countries, I still want to try to funnel as much money through this building as possible because we're so thankful to the Portuguese community and SFUP for being able to give us a place where we can nurture kind of our creativity and in our culture and the community.
That's perfect, man.
It's like we want to try to find a way to give back as much as possible. I've tried doing some things with the band in terms of taking pictures and taking videos with them. It's pretty difficult, to balance the schedule, but it's like, whatever they need, they could always call upon us and that's how we try to be there for them.
Yeah, because they've been here for you guys. That's dope as hell to see. I don't know too many people that will be like happy to have a bunch of guys up in here with a shit ton of PS5s and just screaming and shit. So like this is probably the best place for that, man. It's pretty sick, dude.
It's really awesome, man. So
well, guys and girls, you get everybody up in here.
Yeah, absolutely. So the fact that hey, Michael had that good friendship with Jeff, and it kind of blossomed into something where hey. Probably none of us really thought it was gonna, escalate and get like this far this quickly. But Jeff is awesome. Jeff is a superstar.
Yep.
Because of him, he really opened the doors for us. And
shout out the bartender.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
You guys have that one picture. You guys the three of you with Jeff in the background. There was that one created into like a logo or something, right? Someone made it into some kind of character.
Basically, our late friend Tony. Michael's neighbor, right? Unfortunately, he passed away.
R.I.P. Tony, man.
R.I.P.
He used to come here a lot. Yeah.
He would be here. He straight up was there for almost every single Madhouse in the first year, and then he had some, basically just had some stuff come up, and then he was only there very, very few at the end. But he used to, when we were trying to come up with our logo, he would just take these cardboards and these crayons and these pastels or whatever and just make all sorts of crazy art, and he'd be like, bro, check this out, man, this could be Madhouse, right? Or this
That's sick.
And he was so into it. He wasn't very good at any of the fighting games, but he was so enthusiastic about just showing up and having a good time with all of us. And
that's sick as hell that definitely people from the community can come out and just be a part of something that isn't around, because there's not too many things in the Portuguese community that you can just jump into. I mean, besides being a part of the band or whatever, even though it's not a Portuguese thing, but it's in a Portuguese hall, so it's you get a lot of people from the local community coming out here, and it's just another added dope thing from San Jose. Comes out of San Jose, everybody's pretty much from here, everybody's born and raised pretty much.
I think the other eye-opening thing for me too is that there are a lot of people from the band who You know, hey, they speak very little English,
Mm-hmm.
and they show up very often, you know, just to hang out at the bar and just see
Yeah.
the excitement. And it's just like,
Right.
to see this building, you know, full of life. And
Yeah.
I think it cheers a lot of people up to know, like, hey, you know, probably when they were our age, they had so many good memories, just like what we're building right now. And
Yeah.
they're seeing, you know, the continuation of
You,
that.
but you guys are doing it on another level of your own culture, your own community. Back then, it was more of like the band, which is awesome. You know, they had their own. You know, they obviously practice every Friday or something like that.
Yeah.
Jeff, shout out Jeff. He's in the band too. So, yeah, that's basically all we really had is that. You know.
Yeah.
You know. So, that's dope to see something else out here. You know.
100%.
So yeah, the Portuguese community definitely. You know, encourages that. We want more people to come out here and enjoy this because, yeah, a lot of people didn't know.
One of the reasons why I wanted to start taking more pictures and more videos for the
Mm-hmm.
band is because, hey, if I'm trying to work this angle with Madhouse
Mm-hmm.
where I'm posting all these VODs and I'm posting all these pictures and trying to get people excited about Madhouse,
Mm-hmm.
why can't I use that same energy to get more people excited about the marching band?
Mm.
How many musicians do we have in the area that are just not familiar with, you know, SFUP as a band? You know, maybe they might know IES, maybe they might know their high school band. It's
true, it's true.
You know, if they had the opportunity and another avenue to go out with a marching band. One of our players here, actually, he was in a marching band back in high school in Louisiana. And it's like, hey, you know, now that he's moved here, you know, this is obviously after high school, after college. Now that he's moved here, it's like people like that who, you know, hey, they may still have that interest, building those connections and getting more people into the band.
Yeah, dude, because a lot of places were kind of scarce here and there. You know, there's a lot of places that were like, you know, the new generation kind of, you know, it wasn't like something that they were like, okay, you have to be a part of this just because, you know, they like their father was in it and like it was like generation after generation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the new generation that isn't really a part of it as much as people were back in the day. So it's definitely needed. It doesn't matter if you guys are in here just playing video games. It's not about that. It's the community and like what you guys want to achieve and stuff. So definitely shouting out people that have any, you know, talents like that. Yeah, that's sick as hell, man. Trying to get people up into these halls, man, because they're beautiful halls. I don't know if you've been to any other ones, but
So yeah, since I've been
and
recording-
Portuguese made, you know, this is all Portuguese hands,
It's
right?
funny,
It's
I've been-
blood, sweat, and tears.
I've been to since I was following the band for a short while. I went to the event in Half Moon Bay. I went to the event in Watsonville.
Nice.
I've been to a bunch of halls now where it's just like, man, this is like a thing like everywhere. Like the
Oh, yeah.
Portuguese community is like just really sprinkled
It's all over
throughout California.
all throughout California. I mean, all over the U.S. I mean, in the big, like Fall River, Massachusetts, you got, you know, East Coast and stuff like that. So that's what I found out because I have a brand called Porto Cali.
Yeah.
And I basically started this brand because my dad wasn't in the band. So I wanted something to do with my Portuguese culture and my Portuguese side. I don't speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
I mean, I was never taught. My dad wanted English-speaking kids, so that's kind of like what I'm doing. So it's kind of like dope to see this like coming from me. I'm like, dude, like we need more people to be involved, you know.
Yeah.
And I can't play an instrument for shit, so like I can learn. Honestly, anybody can learn. But I was just like, yeah, I'm 30 now, dude. I don't know if I'm like trying to just jump into, you know, devoting all of my time for that because you can't just be half-assed with it. You have to really, really devote all your time.
That's one of the things that I appreciate so much and why I draw so many parallels to being a musician and being in fighting games where, hey, you know, your floor, the skill level for the floor to just be proficient is so high that you need to put a crazy amount of hours in, just like golf, just like, you know.
Yeah, anything.
Bowling, so many other things.
Where do you guys see yourself in 5 years? What do you think?
I mean, if I have it my way, we're going to go, like I said, like even as I alluded to a moment ago, I want to be international, right? I want to be able to throw events where...
Yeah, dude, you guys need to start traveling more and more. Yeah.
And that's a lot of fighting game culture to begin with.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, traveling to the East Coast, you know, traveling to Texas, whatever, and then showing and representing, like, you know, where you're from, your scene.
Right. That's sick, dude. That's dope as fuck. I hope people watch this and it grows it even more, dude.
Yeah.
And I can see it happening, man. You guys are all super fucking cool and positive, and you know, Madhouse is gonna be on top of the fucking world, dude. Hell yeah.
100%.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, dude, Dakota, thank you so much for spending time with me, dude, and I'll let you guys get to your fighting games and stuff, man.
Appreciate it.
Fucking dope, dude.
Y'all have a good
Thank
one.
you, man. Appreciate it. Fuck yeah, dude.